Welcome back, everybody. 7 Minutes for Seniors. Chris Wilson, Modified Independence, here with Mike Jorgensen with Senior Counsel here at their office on Park Street. This is our fourth segment. So last segment, we learned about all these beautiful wood sculptures, like that one back there. Did you make that?
Yes, those were the beta fish. Those were one of my first ones.
That's really cool. So if you don't know about Mike and all of his beautiful wood sculptures, make sure you go back and check out the third segment. At the very end of the third segment, after the credits, there's a bunch of B-roll of a bunch of his wood sculptures that I threw in there. So make sure you check them out. His QR code's on the back of the card. So fourth segment, okay. I just like to tap into people's other thing, which we all love food, right?
Love food.
We all love food. Nobody's not a fan of food. Although I have heard somebody say that they didn't like music. Have you ever met anybody who said I don't like music?
No.
I feel like I was in a trapped situation, like in an elevator or something like that, where you're like, wow, this really got uncomfortable. When, like, how do you answer that when somebody says, I don't like music?
I love music. Everybody loves music, and everybody loves food.
It's a good thing you said y'all like food. All right, so it made it a lot easier. All right, so table sitting here. We've got a bunch of stuff on the table. You can have one of anything.
Okay.
Cake, cookie, candy bar, ice cream, or pie.
Ooh. And not one of each.
Not one of each.
What would I take the most?
One of any of those things, you can take it. Which one is it and why?
Well, I would take cake and then ice cream after that.
Cake? What kind of cake?
Chocolate cake with chocolate frosting.
Okay. Is it like because sometimes the chocolate frosting is like just so overpowering, right? Is it the buttercream frosting or is it the
cream cheese frosting?
Cream cheese frosting.
So you have layer of cake, cream cheese frosting, layer of cake, and then the frosting on top.
Right. Okay. So you cake. Okay. So then I'll give you the ice cream. Okay. We broke the rules a little bit, but that's fine. So what kind of ice cream are you having with your chocolate cake?
Oh, I like all kinds. Moose Tracks. I like Mackinac Island.
Yeah.
I like elephant ears.
Okay.
Who doesn't like ice cream?
There you go. There you go. It's kind of like that person that doesn't like music, right? All right. So do you bake?
Very little. I find people are either bakers or they cook.
Yeah.
They're chefs. And some people are really good at both. Now, I've met people that are really good at both. I'm not very good at baking, but I can cook.
Yeah. Yeah. I think I've realized I'm the same way, right? Because cooking doesn't have to be as precise. When they tell you like a pinch of baking soda or whatever, like you better put a pinch in there, because if you put more than that, then it's not going to rise, or it's not going to turn out right. So I think you have a little bit more leeway with the cooking thing.
Oh, and you can experiment a lot more.
Yeah.
So much more creative.
So do you cook in the household?
I do. Matter of fact, I cook all of our dinners as a whole.
Yeah.
My wife, she'll cook very seldomly. She works as well. And so when I get home, I usually cook us something. But I do like to cook.
Yeah. I love cooking. I love feeding people. So, all right. So the other question, beer, liquor, wine, or water? Or a big gulp from 7-Eleven.
You saw that.
Are you still drinking those, by the way? Or did this end that?
Interesting. Chris is referencing, I drink a lot of Diet Dr. Pepper in the big gulps, and I have for years. And he's asking if I still do that. And I can still drink it. I've just cut down to about half of what I used to drink. So my favorite really is water.
Right.
And then the big gulp. And the reason why is it's funny, my kidney doctor said, as much diet soda as you drink may not be good for you in a lot of ways, but it's not affecting your kidneys.
Well,
so he kind of gave me a license.
And by my estimation, if you're walking to get the soda, then you're actually in a net positive, right?
We are, because it's a diet soda, so it has 0
calories. Right, and you're walking what, 6 blocks?
I put in at least 10,000 steps a day
to go get soda.
Yeah. One of my weaknesses.
Now, do you enjoy alcohol of any kind, or?
I don't drink, but let me share with you. My wife and I went to Italy, and we did a wine tasting there. And I really didn't drink the wine, but I tasted it because it's fascinating. The flavors, the varieties. You have to participate in the experience. And then my nephew came to St. Augustine, and I don't know if you know it, but we have a distillery downtown,
Mm-hmm.
and they make moonshine and whiskey and rum, and they have a tasting there too. Again, I don't drink,
Mm-hmm.
but I will taste it just because of the flavors and the variety.
Yeah.
And so but I quit drinking one before I was 20 years old.
Okay. All right. Well, I mean, to each their own, right?
It
Yeah.
is.
Now, do you drink coffee?
I don't even drink
Don't
coffee.
even drink coffee. Healthy man.
Thank you.
Yeah, that's a good thing.
My cardiologist said, "What are you doing in my room? You don't fit the profile."
Yeah, yeah. But you had that heart murmur for a long time, so
I did. So I just had my aortic valve replaced.
had a leaky valve. Is that was that
It
the
was. It was not working. It was not only leaking, it just wasn't keeping the blood back in.
Yeah, yeah. It's well. I mean, you get it taken care of, so you don't have to worry about having a massive clot and having a stroke,
Right. And
and
that's
then
really
and
what
then
it's
needing your services,
And
right?
then wondering, where was I when I needed me?
Yeah, exactly. Well, that's been our fourth segment of 7 Minutes for Seniors,
Thank
folks.
you.
Make sure you check them out. Wood sculpture by Mike. We are here at Senior Counsel talking about seniors, but I always like to put that out there. So this is his hobby. Make sure you reach out to him if you have questions. All of his information is coming up, and we will be back again tomorrow with our fifth and final segment. Thank you.
Thank you so much.